This year's award goes to Shadden Alshi. Okay, Shadden is actually going to give her award to Mr. Drahazo because it is her time to give her valedictorian address. Shadden.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shepard, and thank you to everyone who came. While the class of 2014 may not be the most photogenic, punctual, or compliant class to ever grace campus, we have nevertheless emerged as the most prestigious subspecies known to mankind, the underdogs. Our high school experience was far more tumultuous than we had anticipated, and it seemed as if setbacks continuously sprouted in our path. While elder generations sought guidance in remarkable leaders in FDR, Martin Luther King Jr., John F. Kennedy, and Nelson Mandela, who are we to turn to? A divided, ineffective government? YouTube sensation Rebecca Black? Doping star Lance Armstrong? Couch-jumping Tom Cruise? Society branded us as apathetic to the world's suffering, too entitled to comprehend our neighbor's struggle, too reliant on technology to realize the value of hard work. College costs skyrocketed, unemployment soared, privacy evaporated, post-terrorism ignorance nearly tore us apart. The semblance of a unified citizenry and a promising future shattered before us. As if our external lives had not been shaken enough, we were soon swept into a tsunami of change in our own MPA community. Our hungry stomachs bid farewell to corn dogs, French fries, and other fried delectability. We parted ways with some of our most cherished educators, but soon ushered in a new group of spunky, magnificent new teachers into our home away from home. Somehow, we all started copying each other's sense of style and came to school donning fabulous, nonetheless similar sweater vests and plaid ties. Our student lounges jumped up a few floors, and one day, we all started to tumble down a new ramp in front of Hanson Hall. The odds were stacked against us, undoubtedly. While the myriad of change in our immediate and distant bubbles could have annihilated our spirit, while the unexpected curveballs could have strewn us apart, we stand today more victorious than ever imaginable. We refused to let stereotypes define us or sweeping change to jolt us from reaching our true potential. We did not just face adversity, we embraced adversity and collectively morphed what could have been a merely bearable 4 years into a truly extraordinary chapter of our lives. At times, we felt as if the world was against us because we did not have the romanticized high school experience as shown in the movies. There were moments when we felt that not a single soul was advocating for us, but that's when we found consolation in each other. That's what solidified our bond as the class of 2014. That's when we joined forces and set our minds, bodies, and spirits to achieve impeccable feats. That's when each and every one of you cemented a special, everlasting place in my heart as you all demonstrated your desire to persevere in unison in a time of great uncertainty. I've always been in complete awe of my classmates. After all, they are an exceptionally talented group of young people. I have come to call a budding Justin Timberlake, a Justin Bieber lookalike turned aspiring doctor, the future female Clint Eastwood, and the next Sanjay Gupta, not just because he's Indian, but because he truly is the rising star of our generation, my dearest friends. I have been blessed to become friends with individuals who will soon dominate the court of law, revolutionize the fields of special education, orthodontics, and kinesiology, and address our universe's most pressing dilemmas through engineering. It has been an honor to befriend the next Mark Zuckerberg, future Broadway and Hollywood starlets and playwrights, a noble young man who has chosen to dedicate himself to his country, and a promising pharmacist who is sure to be the coolest among us all in 10 years. I have shared wonderful memories with individuals who will one day soon alter the spheres of medicine, economics, music, accounting, athletics, and marine biology. Class of 2014, I've always loved you. But this past year in particular, when the extent of our patience and resilience was tested, I have fallen completely in love with you. As I frequently felt the weight of the world on my shoulders, your politically incorrect jokes rejuvenated me. Your compassion uplifted me. Your sheer brilliance and unmatched creativity inspired me more than you know. I am so excited to embark upon the journey that is college because in store lies endless academic opportunity and chances for self-discovery. But I'm absolutely devastated that I will no longer be embracing you in my arms at an ungodly early hour every morning, that I will no longer be able to hear about the injustices throughout your day, that I will no longer be able to feel humbled by your presence and soothed as you smile at me. You have impacted me in countless heartfelt ways, and I have the utmost faith that even if you imprint the world in even the most minutest fraction of how much you have impacted my life, the world will undoubtedly be a better place. You may not all believe that your fate entails changing the world, but you do not have to be in the Peace Corps or president to make your mark on this earth. Simply by being the endearing individuals you are, empathetic to the plight of humanity, steadfast in your ideals, unafraid to be different, you will all influence our world in beautiful ways. As underdogs, people will tell us that we're dreaming too big, that we're naive idealists or inexperienced optimists. Prove them wrong, class of 14. Transcend beyond the confines of your comfort zone, societal expectations, and fear. Continue to be as bold as I know you to be. Persist to reach for new heights. Break free from the status quo, and your dreams will become tangible. Within each of you exists a spark. For some, it has been ignited, and for others it has yet to be, but that's perfectly okay. Because once all of you unearth what it is that you're truly passionate about, you will be an unstoppable force. From here on, many miles may separate us, but I will always be rooting for your success and happiness. Perhaps we will not be in contact as often, but know that I will forever be grateful for the joy that you have brought to my life, and I will always be ready for that ecstatic phone call, text, email, or tweet saying that you've made it big in this world. Speaking of making it in this world, the class of 2014, we have thus far taken great strides in reaching our luminescent destinies. Without doubt, our commitment to learning and the support of one another has played an unmistakable role in our advancement. But we would not have fulfilled nearly as many of our goals if it were not for the devotion of our teachers and the incessant stream of nurturing, unconditional love, and sacrifice of our parents. To our beloved educators, thank you for continuously challenging our thought process and cultivating perpetually curious minds. We were quite the opinionated and feisty class at times, yet you were resolute in your mission to shaping not only intelligent, but socially aware, upstanding citizens of the world. Unquestionably, you molded us all into miniature scholars and imbued our minds with a rich profusion of knowledge. But you also taught us that intellect isn't everything in life. In order to truly prosper, one's strength of character and integrity must pervade above all. To our dearest parents, thank you for always motivating us to excel in all of our endeavors and reassuring us of our end goals, even when the finish line was shrouded in haze and seemed impossibly unreachable. Your constant emotional support revives our sense of purpose to no end, and the many years of physical and spiritual labor to get us where we are today will never go unnoticed. We are indebted to the lengths you have gone to provide for us, procure our safety, and secure our futures. You have compelled us to be the best version of ourselves because we see and have marvelous role models in you. You have ingrained in us the courage to stand against inequity, the conviction to defy the norm, the loyalty to the people we love and the causes we hold dearly. While our teachers morphed us into model citizens, you have sculpted us into affectionate young souls, proud of our eccentricities, daring enough to venture into the unknown, eager to give back to the world. If you ever had any difficulties in parenting us, it certainly doesn't show, because you simply raised a phenomenal group of kids standing beside me. To my mother and father specifically, I will never be able to truly express my gratitude for all that you have both done to fuel my passion for the world, strengthen my faith, and instill in me the tenacity to chase after what I love. Mama, every time I told you that I did not want to become a doctor, that my dream was to enter politics, you had a minute heart attack, every time. All of the gray hairs you have developed are entirely my fault, but I never wanted to challenge you out of mere teenage angst. I only wish to make you proud. After 18 years of caring for me wholeheartedly, I owe you more than all the money in the world can buy. Whenever we go on our nightly car rides together, we praise God for just how beautiful the stars in the sky appear. I will miss you an insane amount come fall. But just know that when I'll be in California and you'll be in Indiana, we'll be looking at the same breathtaking stars. And not only will I thank God for the sensational stars, but for also blessing me with the most unbelievable mother I could ever wish for. Baba, don't even think for a second that just because our alpha personalities clash on occasion that my heart is not abounding in love for you. You are my guiding light and the root of my stamina in every one of my undertakings. You have overcome innumerable struggles with poise and a renewed sense of ambition, character traits I can only dream of developing one day. You are my inspiration in life. The pain you endured in cementing the best possible life for all of your children materializes into a lifelong indebtedness to you that I can never even begin to repay. Our squabbles were, yet again, entirely my fault, but I realize now that my fieriness simply stems from a desire to honor the many sacrifices you have made for me and an unceasing desire to become half as honorable of an individual as you are. To my siblings, Eva, Neva, Ismail, Nila, Toby, Layla, and Hadim, you are my best friends, my compadres, my homies that have gotten me through it all. You mean to me what democracy means for Aung San Suu Kyi, what Givenchy means to Kanye West, what pantsuits mean for Hillary Clinton. Everything. You are my everything in life, and simply put, I'd be a lame loser without you guys. To every relative and friend who traveled any distance, near or far, to celebrate this momentous occasion with us, I sincerely thank you. To Morgan Park Academy and the class of 2014, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to call you my family.